Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for quarter four of 2023. We are just gonna jump right in here. You have this pathway card and this occupation card, so there clearly could be some sort of change in your occupation. Yeah, I feel like things are just a little bit off. If you have a career or an occupation, a job or a business, I think the Four of Cups is kind of being a little bit dissatisfied. Sometimes I don't think the Four of Cups is all that big of a deal. I think that it can just represent generally wishing that things could be a little bit better. It might not even be that big of a deal is what I'm trying to say. But, it kind of looks like there could be an opportunity for you to either upgrade your career, business, occupation, or even if you're retired, it could just be your life in general. And so you could be trying to like upgrade it is what that's kind of like the word I'm hearing is upgrade. Or you're just like finding something better that makes you more happy. It's like the Six of Wands can say that you're hoping for some sort of victory, or you're hoping for more attention maybe in your career, or you're hoping that you can stand out for like all your hard work. And, I feel like that's what you are trying to work towards here is, attention or success, something along those lines, right? So you have the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles, like literally all this, everything here in this first, column, row, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. And it represents the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. He is being celebrated, or he is receiving, accolades for the work that he has done. These Three Pentacles. So, he's done a quality job here on these pentacles that he's built. And sorry, my alarm's going off here. But how do I do this? There we go. I'm like a 97-year-old man, right? I can't work technology, but with the Three of Pentacles, anyway. I feel that you're kind of working on quality. The other thing I would say is that I feel like something maybe needs to be more fun. She has these polka dots on her cloak, and polka dots in the tarot represent, fun, enjoyment, needing to have fun. So maybe your job or your business has like kind of lost its fun, right? You have the Six of Wands, and again, another card of being celebrated for a victory or quality or success. So again, I really feel you're hoping to be celebrated for something that you do. And again, I can't get away from that Four of Cups. It just seems to me like you've been maybe, again, it's kind of funny because I don't even think it's that big of a deal, but I just feel you've been dissatisfied with results, or you just haven't been getting the results you've been hoping for in like work or business or whatever it is you do, especially with this Four of Cups. So you're hoping for more of a victory, or you're hoping to kind of be on a path of purpose, or, something much more with that pathway card. It is a very good card. This reading is really good. You end with two sixes as well. I love two sixes because, two sixes to me represents being on the right path, going in the right direction. So there's definitely, there's a little bit of confirmation here, Cancer. But let's see. We're going to clarify with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and we're going to see where this is going. With the Four of Cups, you have this bluff card. It's actually a good card, and, it can represent like calling someone's bluff or something like that. But I really feel that you could be just discovering a new way of doing things, with this card. This card is Jupiter and Gemini. And, Gemini can represent looking at both sides of the coin, kind of seeing things from both sides. And it's almost like you're, if you have a career, I'm not saying you're like changing the career, but you could be changing the approach or the way that you do it. And I feel this could be actually helping you do that with this energy. With the Six of Wands, you have this indecision card. A decision needs to be made for sure. I do feel like you're being guided, clearly. You see this angel over here. That angel is like, hey, stop crying over here and like come to the other side of this tree where I can actually help you out. So, I feel like you're being guided. This card is Venus in Libra. And, Libra is all about cause and effect. If you can't make a decision, put a little energy into one side of whatever the decision is. If you get the energy back, keep moving in that direction. If you don't, and go in the other direction. It's just that simple. So decision making is very simple right now. I say this all the time, that justice is the answer to the rest of our lives, literally based off the astrology. If we just pay attention to cause and effect, we will not make the wrong decision. We will definitely make the right decisions, period. With the Three of Pentacles, you have this Independence card. I would open up to teamwork and allowing people to help you. So, don't be afraid to, again, let people help you become more successful. Don't be afraid to work together with other people. and all that other good stuff. The Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. So, I would encourage teamwork with this energy, of course. Next, we're going to look at the next big change in your life. You have this card that says you have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. You have this card that says learn new things. It will help you in the future. I am a big fan of learning right now, especially, really since we had Saturn in Capricorn in 2016. And I was always saying in 2016, learn as much as you can, educate yourself on things that you're interested in, because if you're not, you're crazy. I used to say that all the time. And guess what? I would still do it. People always say, well, Saturn isn't in Capricorn. I'm like, I don't care. You have 27 years to work with the energy. Just because a planet left a sign does not mean that you have to stop working with the energy. So again, you have 27 years. If you have learned nothing over the next 27 years, which trust me, people spend their whole lives the same. So meaning they've never learned anything. Guess what? Saturn is going to come back and spank you in 26, 27 years, whatever year it is that Saturn comes back to Capricorn, right? So it's like you might as well learn new things about your business, about your career, about your love life, about whatever it is you want to improve. And if you do that, then you'll be happy that you did. You have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Devil. So I do feel a big change coming in for you. Could be love between now and the end of the year. The Ace of Cups would be new love. You have the King of Cups here. Could be another water sign that's coming in for you. Could also be a Capricorn that's coming in for you. Could be an air sign as well. You have a lot of air. you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in the clarifying card. So, definitely could be an air sign, but take it how it resonates. And I feel it'll be something that causes you to overflow. Definitely I feel like a very positive connection here. Something that you're really going to love. So I would go for it. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, then it's for you. It's like a really deep commitment, but it's more a commitment inside of you. You committing to the belief that something is going to be successful. And so, look, we go here up to the Eight of Wands through the Seven of Wands, and Eight of Wands is something that is moving forward very quickly. So I feel like the more you believe that something in your life is going to take off and be successful, the more likely that it actually will. The Eight of Wands, again, is very quick success. You have the Devil here. I wanted to say Capricorn card, but Devil. And so I would be careful of toxic energy, although I will say I do not get toxic vibes off of this card at all. So I feel pretty good about the Devil here. I feel like there's a lot of positivity. I feel like it could just be saying Capricorn, like a Capricorn is coming in for you. It could be any sign, take it how it resonates. It could be a person with Capricorn in their chart or whatever. But overall, I feel pretty positive about it. I don't really feel there's anything negative that's coming up here. I do feel like some of you could be a little bit of a workaholic or something like that as well. Or you could be attracting someone who is a workaholic, but, we go Five of Wands, the Five of Cups. I don't really like that. We're going to have to look into it. This is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So, it's going to be positive no matter what. But having said that, it's still showing up along the bottom here. So maybe it's like a little bit of a warning that's saying make sure that you spend time with this person if you're a workaholic. If they're a workaholic, make sure that you actually want to enter into their life. It's like sometimes I think people get into relationships with workaholics. It's like it is who they are, and that's the person you fell in love with. If you make them to stop working and that's who they are, then you will probably lose attraction for them over time, right? So I kind of feel that something needs to be balanced is what I'm trying to get at. With the Ace of Cups, you have this health card. Definitely a good time to watch your health. I would pay attention to your health. Again, I wouldn't be super worried about it. I would just stay healthy. With the Seven of Wands, you have this optimism card. A lot of reasons to be happy. I kind of feel like you need to. The Seven of Wands is a card of drawing a line in the sand. So this is kind of saying to me that you should protect your happiness, or you need to make sure that you're protecting your optimism and your happiness, the things that you're happy for, or that are exciting you, and all that other stuff. But I feel like there are, I kind of feel there's a lot of reasons for you to be optimistic about the future, or the universe wants you to know that there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic. With the Devil here, you have this inheritance card. The inheritance card could be literally an inheritance, but it can also represent you inheriting something from someone. And I kind of do feel you could be almost inheriting love, and I feel like I say this to Scorpio all the time. So it could be a Scorpio, and this is Scorpio, by the way. This is Saturn in Scorpio. And so you could be attracting a person who has been through something difficult with another person, and you could be where am I going with this? I don't know. I always say to Scorpio, they have the Five of Pentacles all the time. And I always say you could be attracting someone who's left out in the cold. If you were left out in the cold by a person, it's like you could be attracting a person who had a very similar love situation, but it's like you're both each other's gift from the universe is what I'm getting here. So definitely could be a solid connection. Next in the area, what are we doing? The unexpected. You have this It Is What It Is card, and you have this Broken Open card as well. I feel like it isn't what it is. You see how there's that door there at the end of there's like this doorway here. So I feel like this is saying, if you are saying it is what it is, I think what's unexpected is that you could break through that door. So don't settle for any situation, especially your job. Like if things are not, I kind of got that at the beginning of the reading, that there's a little bit of dissatisfaction going on in your energy, maybe with work or business. And it's like saying, don't just sit there. I feel there's like something better that could be available to you or something better that could be coming in. But I feel like you kind of have to bust that door down in a lot of ways. That Broken Open card, this could be this King of Cups person coming in for you who really opens you up. It could be a person who's very like emotionally stable, but maybe you feel very connected to this person. So I do feel there's like a very deep connection that could be coming in for you. You have the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Five of Wands. The Eight of Wands is quick success. I do feel a lot of quick success coming in for you, like very quick. So love it. I do feel you need to stay focused on like where you want to be successful. The Eight of Wands, again, is quick success, but it has to do with your focus. Traditionally, this was a card of your arrows of love, meaning you tell the universe what you want, like in love, and the universe responds with a lover or, whatever you ask for. But Esther Hicks calls this your rockets of desire. So it's like you're always telling the universe what you want. The universe is responding with, oh, you don't have it, never mind. I thought you had the inspirations card, but the universe is always responding with inspirations, meaning you get excited about a new idea. Move in that direction with the Eight of Wands, because basically, if you get excited about something when you're thinking about something, it's the universe is like, yes, move in this direction, and you will have quick success. You have the King of Cups, definitely could be a water sign coming in for you. Could be any sign. I would say that it's a person who's very emotionally connected. They're probably very connected to their emotions. I would say maybe people wouldn't say this person is emotional, right? Maybe they almost come off as emotionless. I think the interesting thing about the King of Cups is that he isn't overly emotional. Sometimes I think people think, oh, I want someone who's sensitive or whatever. And it's like, well, you don't want to date a crybaby, right? You don't want to date someone who's crying all the time. I don't understand this whole thing. Like, I want a sensitive man or a sensitive whatever. And I'm always like, well, really, do you want someone who's crying on your shoulder all the time? No, that would probably gross you out. So, I think that's total BS, number one. You want someone who understands emotions is what you want. So I feel like this is a person who understands emotions. And they're actually they probably don't necessarily express their emotions, but they have emotions. They just are in kind of very, they have a lot of control over their emotions because because they've been through them, right? So it's like much different. I don't know, there's something different is what I'm babbling on about here about this person and how they express their emotions, how they express themselves and all that other stuff. Very controlled, but not like in they're holding back way. It's more they just understand their emotions way. I don't know. With the Five of Wands here, again, I feel like some of you could be conflicted here. Look at this. We go down through the Seven of Wands, which can represent being guarded, to the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be conflict and competition. I kind of feel like this person could get a lot of attention that you're attracting. So they could be like very attractive, or, they could just get a lot of interest from people. But again, I would say, there's a difference between a person who gets a lot of attention and a person who actually entertains that attention. So this person might get a lot of attention, but if they don't entertain the attention, then who cares, right? And I would say, like, don't allow your own jealousy to, ruin something that could be really good. But, you go like this, down to the Five of Cups. Again, it is showing up in the good stuff. So I feel pretty positive about it, but this would be regrets, like regretting not going on a date with a person or something like that. So like I said, don't miss out on a real one here, Cancer. Not telling you what to do. But, again, if you want love, I would go for it. With the Eight of Wands here, you have this eccentricity card. You are unique. I think this is true for everyone. If you have unique, crazy, eccentric ideas, I would be exercising those ideas, meaning putting them into the world. Like the fastest way to success with Pluto and Aquarius is to, put your crazy ideas into the world, whatever they are. Doesn't matter. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel or whatever. And it could be about something weird that's like never been done before. I would do it. Don't be afraid to be weird. With the King of Cups, you have this restlessness card. Yeah, you could feel restless about this person, but I would communicate with this person. You know what I mean? It's like I do get that feeling of this reading is really saying don't regret like missing out on a good person here. I don't think you are, because you have the Six of Cups here, which is like soulmates. You have the Five of Cups in the area of the good stuff, which says you won't regret it. But, there might be moments where you're feeling restless about this person. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they get a lot of attention. But I feel like if you communicate and you talk to them about it, they will really put you at ease. Like there's like nothing to worry about. So don't allow restlessness to get in the way of a good connection, right? With the Five of Wands, you have this intuition card. Definitely time to trust your intuition here. The other thing I'm getting here is that, if you don't want love, and even if you do, the King of Cups to me is a card of the home. He can represent like travel or moving. And this isn't like accurate tarot. I just have some cards in the tarot personally that I use as clue cards. And the King of Cups to me sometimes can be a clue of a move or just your home in general. And so if you are like feeling restless, some of you might be moving for better opportunities. And I am getting that. I only say it if I get it, if it pops into my head. And I do feel actually that there are better opportunities somewhere else. So if you're like struggling to get a job or, even love, like maybe you want love and you're like, I want love, I want children, or maybe you want to have a family with the Six of Cups here, right? But maybe you're not finding people where you are. It might be time to move is kind of like what this is saying. So go for it. At the end here, what are we doing? Oh yeah, the good stuff. Duh, I only said it about 19 times. You have this main male card. It says an important man in the reading, husband, partner, boyfriend. There you go. Definitely could be love. It doesn't gender doesn't matter. I'm reading for a million of you. You have this gift of money card, sudden financial change, windfall, small monetary increase, small win, quick turnaround, joy over money. Yes, I definitely feel there are improvements in money. You could be attracting a person who makes a lot of money or who is very successful financially, but definitely maybe you're attracting a guy that looks like that, like a Viking type person. Maybe he's wearing a Viking helmet or something like that. I don't know. That would be cool, right? I'm sure all you ladies love guys in Viking helmets. Who doesn't? But what I would say here is definitely could be love coming in for you. You have the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Like I said, I feel this is definitely a soulmate connection. Six of Cups can represent thinking of the past, but for the most part, I do not read it as a person coming back from the past. I feel, again, new person, definitely feel, and again, the Six of Cups can represent a soulmate. So I do feel this could be a soulmate connection that's coming in for you. Definitely a very solid connection, I feel. Something that's like long-lasting, long-term, I'm hearing. So definitely, could lead to marriage or something, or children. I was getting children earlier as well. So there you go. Again, you have two sixes here. You have the Six of Pentacles as well. To me, two sixes is major confirmation that you're on the right path. I love two sixes. To me, it's a really good sign, especially if they're touching in a reading like this, if they're on top of each other or right next to each other. Definitely a very positive sign. And again, I feel this is someone who really gives in a connection. So Six of Pentacles is kind of like a breadcrumber card, but it's showing up in the good stuff. So I feel it's a person who really kind of can bring in a lot of fulfillment and things like that. You have the Five of Cups. I feel like saying you won't regret it. So don't regret it, but also you won't regret it. Five of Cups is a gratitude card, and the solution to the Five of Cups is to be grateful for what you do have. When you're grateful, you get this bridge and this castle right here if it wants to focus. So, go get your castle is what this is saying to me. But let's see. With the Six of Cups, you have this power card. Yeah, you could be attracting a person who has a certain level of power. They could be like a leader. They could own a business. They could, do anything really. Who knows? But, go for it. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this generosity card. There you go. Literally a person who's very generous. I was saying that more or less, that it's a giver, a person who really gives to a connection. So I feel it's definitely a very solid connection if you want love. I also feel for others of you that, or all of you, that this is what you're looking for in a career or in your occupation. Again, in the first row there, we're really talking about how you might be dissatisfied with what you're receiving. And again, I feel this is more, it's like there's more satisfaction for you in work or business. With the Five of Cups, you have this lust card. Maybe you can't control yourself with this person. And maybe that's why the Five of Cups is coming up, because you're like scared, or you're scaring yourself because you can't control yourself with this person. But I don't know, I feel it's a very fiery connection. Definitely a very strong connection as well. I would go for it, is what I'd say here, Cancer. Wouldn't even worry about it. Looks really good. We're going to pull 5 main themes. Your second card here says, great worry over nothing. Literally what I just said. So there you go. Look, it's this whale, and it just says great worry over nothing. So let your fears go with this person. You have this tower. It says solid foundation, success with effort. We see a lot of success here. I do feel like a little bit of effort, as in, it's kind of weird because I feel like some of you are twisting something in my head, but like in a good way. If you have a business or a career that you're not totally satisfied with, I feel that there's like a little bit of a twist here. There's like a little bit of a, you're like reworking it to make it more favorable. And I would encourage you to do that for sure. You have this hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. They're hills, they're not mountains. So, don't worry about don't turn molehills into mountains, right? You have the seahorse. It says family matters. I know I was getting something about you really thinking about having a family. This might only be for some of you, so take it how it resonates, right? But it's like I was getting something about some of you feeling like you're running out of time or something to have a family. Be careful of that thinking, because that's when you make a mistake and pick the wrong person. I would slow it down, and I feel like you have plenty of time. There clearly is a person coming in here, but I would also let those fears go if that is you. That's only for some of you. Next, you have this tulip. It says great passion. Yes, we see a very passionate connection with a person coming in here. You have this barrel. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yes, remember, there is just a little kind of sprinkling of dissatisfaction here with that 4 cups. Sometimes I think it can be a good thing, though, because it's like if we were never dissatisfied, we would never try to become satisfied. So it's almost like it's motivating you to move your butt to get moving to be satisfied. So I kind of feel like you're on this path to satisfaction, but pretty good reading here, Cancer. I like it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.